hello everybody. It is Wednesday. It's a little bit past 8 p.m. and we are live. 8 p.m.
And we have the wrong overlay.
GMT plus 1. Yes, we do. So just a second. I thought, why is this the wrong one? This should be the right one.
Yep.
Professional amateurs. Yeah.
Otherwise, because that's.
I'm sorry, guys. That's my fault. I should have checked it. Sorry, everybody. My apologies.
You should be sorry.
Yes. I am.
Did I?
Yeah, I mean, you had one job.
Sorry.
Why is it doing this though?
That's it. Get Master of Flowers. I've had enough of this guy. It's every week. I can't work under these conditions.
How about now?
I can work under them now.
Yes, now I can.
Yeah, no, I can't. That's great.
There we go.
We're good. Yeah, everything's gravy. All right.
Okay, so I found out the reason. The reason was because instead of making a new input on my duplication of the settings in OBS, I managed to completely just change the input on that specific source instead of making a new one. So, just the wrong sourcing. Easy fix.
Wow.
Professional amateurs.
Yep.
To be fair, this is a new thing. Has not happened before.
Yes, This is a new issue that we're.
This is a new issue.
Yeah.
So at least we like learning and
D&D
kind of
campaigns
improving, and not making the same mistakes. We make new mistakes, which is awesome.
Yep.
Mistakes we would never think we would make.
Yep.
That doesn't destroy us, only makes us stronger.
Yes.
Yep.
So, welcome everybody. It's good to be back. Apologies for missing last week. My voice was really shot, and I was trying to reanimate it for work, but alas, only a little after the weekend it started to be normal again. So I'm glad to be back and to be able to play with you guys again. Again, compliments for everybody that was doing stuff on the stream and things, and I hope everybody had a good time. And speaking about good times, we all had a really great time when Nim did her one-shot, which we can actually officially now call a one-shot because it's not finished yet. But like I said, chapeau, wonderfully well done. Almost as good as Brains, but no.
I'll agree. He's actually slightly better because we did kind of manage to finish it with a lot of poking and urging and hurting.
There was like an extra hour, I think, in there on mine. I think mine was like 5 hours, 40 minutes or something.
Yeah, it was a long one. It was a long one.
Welcome to the competition of DMs.
Come one, come all.
Yeah. Pretty soon I'll be like in a chair turned, and I have to. If the story appeals to me, like yes.
Yeah. You have like big red buzzers, just.
Good news though, even though we didn't finish it, we have planned to actually finish it in the future, in the soon future. We will put out a tweet about it when we have decided exactly which day, but it currently stands between Friday and Monday, and we just need to double check some schedules and things to make it work properly. But we will tweet it out there when we have decided once and for all, and then it will be probably shorter than last time because I will just chop it off otherwise and say it's done now.
Meteor falls from the sky, you're all dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reinforcement comes through doors and tramples you.
Yeah. So, okay. Wonderful. Anything else?
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, and it's time to get into it, because finally your guys are going to leave the village, go out to the dark woods where death and despair awaits. And
I changed my mind. I want to stay in the inn. It seems warm and cozy there.
I
probably
heard there was a
really-
nice spa in the other direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go that way.
And I mean, Vince pulled last night. I mean, he might stay, get her number, you know. But,
Yes,
you know how
True,
long-
true.
very true.
Oh,
I'd like to go back to the halls.
maybe I got a letter from my family. Maybe I need to go home and check on them. I mean, I have been gone quite a long time. It's like for the first time I'm gone that long.
No, you will all go into the forest now.
Yeah, well, rip.
I'm feeling forced. I feel like I don't have a choice anymore.
So you're in the middle of the forest, and
Oh yeah, we just
Wow,
start
that was
in
quick.
the middle of the
You,
forest.
you
Okay.
wake up in the forest. You arrive in the forest after unanimously agreeing to go to the forest.
Hmm.
Uh,
No, so you guys, I thought it's been 2 weeks, so bear with me. I believe you guys decided to give like one last party and thing, and then head out into the forest.
yes, I'm pretty sure that we broke it
Sure.
off last time, right? That we were at the gate waiting for everybody to show up so we could go together. I think that's where we broke off because if I remember
Was it at the last one?
correctly-
Because then the guard said, like, wait, it's in the middle of the day. Shouldn't you guys go and have a party or something?
No, I think we had breakfast the day after.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
And then,
I went
someone
and got thieves'
disconnected.
tools. Y'all were.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I went to the smithy and stuff like that. Yeah.
All right.
And I remember someone
Yes.
disconnecting, so we couldn't tie it up properly. But I think we left it off at the gate, waiting for everybody to.
Excellent.
No, was
So-
that not? That was the
Gather.
one before, was it not? That someone disconnected at the
No.
gate. Yeah, because I listened to the podcast last night in preparation. We ended it. We were all sitting at the table, hungover, and up Varen had gotten the health potions from the smithy and came back and was like, Nim, or not Nim, Ellie and Vince, do you know what this is? And Vince was having a whiff of one. And then we cut it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah. I
Remember,
think
and I will remember that I also rolled a 17 on the investigation check on the thing. I read it down because I think we cut out. Yes, someone did cut out. I think Rogier died.
Did I die? Really?
I think someone
Yeah.
cut out. I can't remember who. I think it might have been. But whenever that wrote out, and I was like, that was a really good roll. I'm going to write that down because.
All right. Well,
Yes.
anyways, you guys are at the bar
Yep.
table. Vince, you kind of smell the potion, and your mind races, and then you think like, oh wait, yeah. This is a slightly more potent version of a potion that you've had on numerous occasions during your studies at the academy.
Steroids.
It's kind of like steroids. It's like you had like these kind of throwaway bottles that would restore pretty much 1 hit point to you. This is just a standard health potion.
Okay.
So one of you guys can add that to your inventory. I'm assuming Farron.
does Vince tell me?
Vince does. Yeah, he sort of swirled it around, taking a sip, like a wine taster. Excellent year. Excellent year.
You don't spit it back in the bottle like. No, this is really healthy for you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great stuff. Yeah, hands it back to him. You know, it's a bit fuller than what it was whenever he handed it to me.
The little bits swirling around in it. Yeah.
To be fair, I mean, Vince was very hungover, so he might have been throwing up a bit before he came down to the stairs, you know. So.
There we go. Classic.
And there's 3 of those, isn't there?
Yep.
Nice. Right. Who's still hungover?
Vince.
Vince. Varen's a bit sleepy. Shin, I don't know what happened to you.
Shin was fine. He went straight to bed, I believe, if I remember right.
Yeah, and
You
I
mean
think
Gemini?
Gemini,
Gemini.
yeah,
Yeah.
Gemini.
and
Yeah.
I think
Who's Shin?
Gemini wasn't there at the breakfast table. He had walked off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he had went hunting for the young guard. Or no, tell I, you were on your way back from that because you found the young guard, said that you were going to make him captain of the woodcutters,
that's right.
then went to the captain of the guard and told him you're going to make the woodcutters because doves.
Yeah. Yes.
and then went back. So I think you were on your way back to the tavern. You might have already been back at this point. I can't remember exactly.
Let's just assume you're all back at the tavern, and
Okay. Yes.
and you're making
We're all
ready
caught up.
to leave.
Oh, kitty.
Ah, kitty.
Nobody hands me a cat. Damn it!
Here, you can have this one.
Jumps out in midair.
My cat isn't here either.
Is Morgan there?
Yeah, definitely. He it's relatively early, so he looks even grumpier than usual.
Yeah, I spoke to him on the way out with
Yeah.
the. Yeah. Okay. So, Morgan,
Yeah.
do you happen to have soot and salt?
Soot, I got plenty. Salt, why do you need it?
Well, I'll be casting some spells that require it, possibly later on.
How much salt you need?
Oh, not much. Not whatever you can spare that wouldn't be too much of a hassle for you. Probably no more than you would find in a salt shaker.
Yeah. He just so for reference, salt shakers aren't naturally placed on every table. Salt is relatively expensive to make. So it's not like just go crazy. But he says, "I'll see what I can get you. Just wait a minute." He walks back into the kitchen, and he comes back with like a really small pouch, and he just like, "Here you go."
Thank you very much.
And Soot, he points towards the chimney.
All right.
Knock yourself
Go over
out.
there. Yeah. Thank you. I'll go over there and get some soot.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that.
All right.
So, Vince, are you okay to travel?
Full.
No, I think I need to stay here a couple of days. Yeah.
Another party, I'll do. He's sitting there nursing his hair of the dog, his other maid. He's sipping it. He's like, I'll be fine in a minute. I'll be alright.
I will take off a bit of the bread I have for breakfast and go like, break off a piece. Like, bread helps, and hand it to him. Bread is good.
He sort of takes it, dunks it in the maid, starts eating it.
Okay. That's not how I meant it, I guess.
So Morgan kind of approaches you guys at the table. So you guys are heading out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
As soon as we're ready.
What's he kind of looks a bit almost a bit shy. He says like what's you gonna bring the cat?
I will look around and see if Fluffles is still about, or if he has hopped down, maybe.
Oh no, he's on the table eating.
Yeah, okay. I hadn't really thought about it. He usually goes where I go.
Yeah, but I hear that things can be dangerous. I would hate
that's
to
true.
get hurt.
Hey, Fluffles. Hi. Maybe it's better if you stay here for a bit. I mean, we're coming back here, right? I will look at the other guys.
Yes, we should return. Yeah.
We may die.
So yes, we're coming back. Well.
As spirits.
Maybe if you wanted to, he could maybe stay here with you. If you can keep him safe.
You guys did do a service to the town. I might look after him. Just if that gives you ease of mind.
Well, yes, of course.
You see, like this big dwarfish hand, like reaching over the table, just engulfing Fluffles, like, and it just picks him up and just puts him under his beard and says, "Oh, go get himself a proper to eat." He just walks off.
Bye, Fluffles. I'm gonna miss you. Be nice, behave, stay here, stay safe.
You hear a quiet meow from under the beard.
That must be really disconcerting for any other patrons of the bar who don't know the cat's under there, just sitting there. It's like, is your beard purring?
What about it?
It's a dwarf thing. Don't talk about it.
Right then.
All right.
Are we prepared to go off to our deaths? Everybody?
Fitz sort of goes, let's do this. And sort of
We're not
shakily
gonna
stands up,
die.
leaning on his staff.
Fantastic.
You'll be fine.
Vern gets up. Always.
Oh, good. This is... Oh. Gemini just starts leading the way.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys head towards the western exit, and you head out, and you see the forest not far in the distance. You kind of easily walk into it.
Mm.
The first part is sorry, yeah.
I was just going to say, well, never mind, fuck it. We've gone too far. Just go ahead.
No, that's okay.
We have to go and get ladders from the general trader.
Exactly. No, I was going to say,
No, we're joking.
I was going to ask essentially how far it is. I only wanted to go outside the bar, see. But how far our destination is from where we are.
You are not 100% sure the actual destination. I mean, getting to the forest is within 20 minutes.
Right.
And that's then you're really into the forest. I mean, trees almost start immediately on the west village, but it's not like they're extremely thick, dense. So it takes about 20 minutes to actually get into the proper forest.
Then as I'm guessing we're somewhat like halfway out of the city in the
Yeah,
forest
yeah.
area. And I turn around and say, actually, shouldn't we maybe talk to McGrunden and see if he knows any information can lead us in any particular way? And if it is very far, maybe procure us some horses.
Would you be able to take horses through the forest if it's dense?
Ellie, you will see the forest in front of you. Be like, no. Horses is a bad idea. They will only slow you down in such thick forest.
Coyotes, then. Large coyotes.
Vince sort of still very he goes close to Jeb and I sort of puts his hand on his shoulder and you can still smell the beer and meat off his breath. And he's like, shh, it's fine. Come on, we're going.
Oh, fantastic. Yes, let us.
I got this. Yeah.
Yeah. Go forward with no idea where we're going, then. Yes.
Well, McGrunden did give us a direction.
Yeah, he did.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right then.
I mean, I think
Follow
it
the
was.
drunkard.
I think it was a rough direction, but yeah.
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 I don't remember.
Close to the hills, 4 to 5 days of travel.
Exactly.
Okay then. Follow the drunkard.
All right.
Towards the
So,
hills.
you guys head towards the forest, and like I said, in about 15 to 20 minutes, you guys start to notice the thickness of trees gets more and more. And in the beginning, especially, you will also notice that there's a lot of tracks from wagons and carts being driven towards there. And you will see that as you start to get into the really thicker forest, you will see a wagon there, broken. And you see the wheel has been broken, actually both of them. And there seems to have been a small fire going on there. And you would assume that this is one of the wagons that the lumberjacks used to transport wood back to the village.
Does anybody have mending?
No.
Vince sort of holds a small ball of fire and says, I can make it go away.
Yes. It would seem my talents are in destruction as well.
Yes.
So I think most of mine are too.
Right. Well then, should we search the cart or
Yes,
something?
let's look for it. Let's go search for it. Search it. And I will just like walk over to the cart like headlessly of the others. Super curious.
I'll
All
follow
right.
behind you.
Vince will just sort of stay there leaning on his staff. He's like, oh. Yeah.
All right, Varen, what do you do?
I'll search around as well and maybe check and see if we're going in the right direction.
All right. Feel free, anyone, to roll an investigation.
I will roll. I'm rolling.
Nope.
Ooh, 19.
That's not for me.
All right. So, Ellie, you kind of start going through the wagon and the bits and pieces that are left of it. You'll notice that there is still some rope that is unburned, which is usable. So there's about say 20 feet of rope there you can use. You can choose to bring it with you. It is a bit on the heavy side though, like thick rope, probably made to like tie the logs together and stuff. And you'll also find two small, just hand axes.
Ooh.
I wonder, do we know anyone who was wanting to get some hand axes?
Guys,
Hmm.
I found something. I will
can,
hold up the hand axes. Look, I found weapons.
Can Varen check them out and see if they're actually usable for combat or are they used for chopping down trees?
They are used for chopping down trees.
Right.
You kind of take up your hand, and Ellie gives you one. You immediately, as you grab hold of the hilt, you're like, "Oh yeah, this is definitely just for." Hey, wood, stay quiet. Talk.
Can I throw it at a tree, see if I can get it?
Throw your
Natural one, please.
your dexterity modifier.
Dexterity. Let's see, 12.
At 12, you. How far is the tree that you're throwing it at?
It's probably pretty close. The first one I could see.
Okay, you like, It hits it, but it doesn't stick into the tree actually. It just kind of hits it, it waits for a moment, and then it kind of drops to the ground.
May have to work on that.
Maybe you
Anyway,
should start
these
with
axes-
both hands.
These axes aren't well balanced or designed for combat.
Oh.
They're okay, but nah.
Should we keep them anyway, in case we need to like cut off some wood to make a campfire?
Yes.
Okay. Who wants to carry them? I will hold up the other one, because I guess one
I'll
is on the
take them. Sure.
front of it. Cool. Here you go. I also found some rope. It's kind of thick, kind of sturdy, and it's pretty long. And I will start measuring it out like 1, 2.
It's fine. We don't need to know. Ellie, you keep it. It's all yours.
You'd also need to work out what an Ellie length is, because she's not shorter than...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
1,
it's
2, 3.
Yeah. Yes, it's 55. 55.
No.
That's a foot, isn't it?
55 Ellies, yeah.
Yeah.
I would probably I would probably do like something like 1, 2, 3, and then we'll probably get to around 10 or something, and then it's 20 feet.
Okay.
Totally not actually
Yes.
measuring in feet, but probably in 2 feet at once because it's easier to measure that distance.
Right.
Alright.
And so I will try to put that in my backpack
You can, yeah, sure.
somehow.
With a little effort.
Yes.
How much do you have in your backpack, by the way? Because 20 feet of rope is a
I don't know. No,
considerable thing. Just stuff into your backpack.
I'm looking. How can I say all of it? 99 pounds?
You can probably you probably connect it to your backpack, not like
Yeah.
actually stuff it in there.
Yeah, no, I'll probably hang it on the other side or like wrap it around my backpack or something.
Yeah, exactly. So okay, That's doable. So, you Varen also kind of looked if you're in what direction you're going. Well, you see there's tracks very clearly, so you don't need to roll for it, leading into the forest.
Yeah.
These are probably from the lumberjacks.
Do we lose Vince there?
I think so.
See, wait a bit,
Yeah, he's
maybe.
frozen.
Maybe he's just teasing us.
It's yeah,
Vincy.
it's okay. He's just asleep on the staff, so he is.
Yeah, there you go. Let's hope he gets back soon.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll pat Vince on the back and get him to come with us, I suppose.
Yeah.
He probably does so. He's like, yeah. Walking.
We could
behind you
use
guys.
his rope and tie it around his staff and like lead him on.
Nice. He's okay. He's just a little groggy, but he'll be able to follow you guys. So it should be fun. So okay, you guys move inwards, and do you guys kind of keep to a certain walking pattern, or do you just walk?
Hang
kind
on.
of walking past each other.
We're missing someone. We're missing him. Let me just fix this.
Oh yeah, now if we jumped, of course.
Yeah.
Now we're all the DM.
Yeah. All four of us.
Look, I'm just working on fixing this quickly.
Not to worry.
You turn forward till you move forward. I like that.
I just need to toss some people around. It's okay. Yeah, we can keep going. I will just fix this.
Don't toss me. Don't toss me.
I'm the DM.
Be gentle.
Shit's the DM now.
Yeah, we're really good to go.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys move on and move in deeper into the forest. And like I said, you see tons of tracks, lots of footsteps from men heading both ways, both into the forest and out of the forest. It's noticed that the tracks out of the forest are a lot heavier loaded than the ones going in. Hey, Vince is back. He kind of fell asleep at his leading on his staff.
Yep. So
Still a bit hungover there, so you are, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's just dozing in and out, so he is.
Yeah,
excellent.
Yeah. Varen already did like his previous character. He's like, "Hey, you okay there, Mila? Come on."
Oh dear God, no!
Dear, that was
not Mork McKenna. No.
Oh, okay.
That was an excellent.
So, as you guys walk onwards, everybody gets to roll a perception check.
Okay. Vince awake.
You get it with disadvantage, Vince.
Does this count as survival or investigation?
Just perception.
Natural one.
12.
There you go.
It makes sense.
Oh wait, it's not as bad as I thought it was. It's 7, not 6. I thought it was a 6, but it's 7.
13 for me. So
Okay. A 13 and a 12 for the two dragon blooded. So you guys kind of hear something in the distance. It sounds like probably like talking or something. And as you guys start to get a bit closer, you hear that you believe that it's draconic.
okay.
I hear something in the distance.
Yes.
Sounds like talking.
What? From what direction?
Draconic?
In dragon.
Oh, I can understand that. I will listen super attentively since they point to something out.
Yeah, everyone except for Vince will listen super attentively.
Vince is just like, I can't understand.
Gemini, if I remember, kobolds speak draconic, and that's the only thing I can think of in the forest.
Maybe it's a dragon.
Yes, there's that.
Yes, or dragon.
Maybe it's another Dragonborn.
It could be
Maybe
two,
it's
yes.
somebody who is interested in our culture.
Maybe we should be cautious, though.
Yes, that one.
I'll let you go ahead and then stand here, because I'm terrible at that stuff.
I will take a
Push
look.
ahead when you need him.
I will try to sneak forward towards the
Yep,
direction of the
same.
sound.
I'm gonna get my
Ah.
sneak on.
So you
Yeah.
split the party?
Yep, Vince will do the same as
Yeah.
well. Yeah. Like, bye, Baron.
Excellent. You leave the meat shield behind, and you two, the three of you, go on ahead.
Vince, maybe you should
Yes.
stay. You're not that silent.
Yes.
I could come
Yeah.
along, but
You're pretty drunk.
armor.
It's fine. Bumping into trees. It'll be all right.
Nope. Baron, can you make sure he doesn't?
Fine.
and we should stay within
Sure.
sight, so we don't go too far. Because if something
All right.
happens, they should be able to get to us quickly then.
So only Ali and Gemini go.
Yeah, we go on, but we probably don't try to move too much out of sight.
You
She doesn't.
I don't.
you sneak
I'll-
forward.
I will actually try to stop Gemini if he walks too far ahead. I said
Both
try.
roll your stealth.
Yes. Oh, is this even a thing for me? It is not. Fuck.
Gemini prancing through the forest. Just,
That's
mighty Orc Slayer! Fuck it, why not?
Natural 18.
There you go.
I have no modifiers
Unnatural
on stealth.
20.
All right. So a 20 and an 18. So you guys move forward. And Varen, you're probably the only one because Vince is still a bit like waiting. And but you are, well, pleasantly surprised at how stealthy your two friends are that kind of sneak up ahead. And
Probably not pleasantly surprised since they're not wearing armor.
I am. I have the leather armor.
Although it does seem to be very, very invisible right now, I suppose.
yeah, they seem to know what they're doing. So you guys move on ahead and start to move closer and closer. The sound becomes clearer, and you do not only hear Draconic being spoken, but you also hear how would I describe that sound? It's not completely chanting, but it's more like yeah, stuff like that.
Can't stop this feeling. So,
Like someone's trying to summon something kind of style chanting.
It sounds to you. You have, well, actually, both of you have inclination, and it sounds a bit like somebody's doing a ritual.
Oh.
Ooh.
Mm.
I will sneak. I'm super curious, and I will try to sneak closer. Like, what are they
Same,
trying to
yeah.
summon?
I'll look
Okay.
over at Ellie and then we'll just.
Yeah, I'm
sneak
totally
closer.
forgetting everything I've said about staying
Yeah,
within sight.
Yeah. So Varen and Vince, you will see them moving closer and closer, and then there's this moment of you see them looking at each other. You don't really see the expression on their face, but then they don't really start to move faster because they try to be quiet, but you see them moving more determined, like in a straight line, kind of trying to and pretty soon they're out of sight.
guys, what did you say?
Vince!
You call out.
No, he's pretty. No, he's still pretty hungover. He wouldn't want any loud noises.
Okay.
I wonder what
Okay.
they see, Vince. Whoa. Don't fall.
All right, so the two of you kind of sneak closer by and closer, and you kind of have to, just to be on the safe side for a while, you kind of leave the trodden path, because there's, like I said, there's a lot of tracks going on here, and there's clearly a path have been made. So you kind of head off to it, or at least go to the side of it, so you're not like walking in the middle of the path. And as you start to move onwards, you start to see a clearing. It's like a center point, and it's kind of working outwards. And a lot of the trees have been chopped down here. And you see, not in the middle, but close to like the tree line, you see a group of 6 skeletons standing there. And they're standing there, and they have axes in their, the 2-handed axes in their hands. And they stand there kind of weighing a bit. Behind them, you see a group of 7 kobolds. And 6 of them have like spears, and they're kind of like tapping their spears on the ground. And one of them is walking around, and he's the one talking, and he is moving about, and you see him throwing down herbs and making gestures, and there's a magical energy coming from it.
How far away are we?
At this point, I would say you're about 60 feet away.
Can we get closer without being spotted?
You can, definitely, but you would have to you can't move in a straight line, because then you would have to come into the clearing, and the chances of you being seen would be extremely high. So you would have to kind of move through the tree line around to get to their position from the other side.
If it's given off a magical energy, would Vince feel it?
No,
Given
it's too
he's
far away.
all about that magic. Oh, boo. I tried, guys.
Sorry.
Right.
Oh, actually, Vince is sort of like propped up against the tree, and he takes out like some herbs, like strong smelling herbs, like it's a bit better, and sort of waves a hand and summons Who. Sort of pops onto the shoulder. Go, fucking go fly. See what's that way. And then
He flies off.
looks through Who's eyes to sort of go roughly in their direction, flying a bit sort of haphazardly.
As you see him kind of breaking through some branches and stuff, but climbing upwards.
Yeah. All right.
Right.
So you guys move through the tree, around the tree line, or what do you guys do?
Probably, I can assume.
That's
A little bit closer. Get a little bit better view, maybe.
Like to get as close as possible without being spotted.
Okay.
And if he starts moving, I'll definitely follow him.
Okay, so you guys move onwards, and you crawl and well, don't crawl, but you sneak through past the trees and through the bushes, and try to get to the other side. As you hear, suddenly you both of you kind of jump up as you hear branches breaking. You're like, whoo! And you see an owl just flying out, and you see the skeletons like move, looking upwards.
Mm-hmm.
And they seem to keep an eye on this owl.
How many skeletons were there again?
4.
4.
4 skeletons, 7 kobolds. Okay. Yeah, use that opportunity while they're fucking staring at the owl to get as close as possible. Keep moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Inching.
All right. You move around. Both of you roll your perception again.
Oh, natural one.
Well, fuck. I guess I did better. That's a 7.
A 7.
Look at the owl.
You are kind of looking at the owl and just like, as you kind of move, or well, you still remain quiet as possible, but you try to make use of this situation to kind of move a tad faster to get to your position. As you do, you kind of bump into something, and you're like, "What the heck?" And you look up, and you see like a skeleton standing there, kind of leaning against a tree, like, and it just looks at you, and you see that it has all kind of greenish moss growing on it, and so that's why you didn't really see it, and just it looks at you, and it just and it tries to hit you. Roll for initiative.
Cat, you're in my dice box.
Varen and Vince as well, or
yeah, just make sure that you guys roll as well. Then we know what's.
No, that's fitting.
And I need his hand.
say that again. I broke up. I think my internet's been a bit funny. Me and Vince as well.
Yeah.
Vince and yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Let's go over here. Stay there. Good kitty.
Yeah.
That is a 21.
Nice.
Unnatural, but still.
Not initiative, right? That's
Yeah.
12.
All right.
11.
So 12, 11, 21. What did you roll, Varen?
7.
All right. So Vince, you're first. You see, as you're kind of eyes closed, you are watching through whose eyes, and you see a group of skeletons standing there, and they're looking at you. And as the first look, you go like, "Oh shit!" But then you actually see, like, "Oh wait, there's more," and you see the behind them doing this strange dance. What do you do?
Okay, so I sort of snap back to my own vision.
Mm-hmm.
Do I? I do. Yes, I do. Yeah. So snap back to my own vision. Sort of turn around to Varen, like, we need to go. There's shit going on, and start heading towards that way. I'm like, while I'm going, it's like, there's skeletons, and I try and get as close as I can. I'm probably take my action and movement to get
so you,
to make up the distance.
move when you dash, so you move 60 feet. All right. The skeletons are, and at this point there's only one in real combat, which the others haven't noticed you. So the skeleton looks at you, Gemini, and it just raises its axe, and you could tell that it's just it's an axe clearly taken from one of these woodcutters, and so it's not really made for combat, but he just swings it at you to try to hit you. He rolls a 7, so you just move to the side, and you hear the axe slamming in the tree beside you as he tries to pull it out again. Nim or Ellie, it's your turn.
I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna do one thing or not. Cause yeah, no, this is happening. So, can I, technically speaking, use alter self and make myself look like a kobold?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
Just read for the certainty. What does alter self do? Can you actually change your appearance completely, or is
change
it...
appearance? You transform your appearance. You decide what you look like, including your height, weight, facial features, sound of your voice, hair length, coloration, and distinguishing characteristics, if any. You can make yourself appear as a member of another race. Do none of your statistics change. You also can't appear as a creature of a different size than you, and your basic shape stays the same. So if you're bipedal, you can't use quadrupedal.
Okay. So, yeah, but you're kobold size, so that's
exactly.
Yeah. So you cast a spell to change your
So
appearance?
basically, what's happening, I'm gonna describe it more better, is that I freeze up and then I go, no, we're on your side. We're one of you, and I will slightly start to shift over into kobold form without really being aware of what I'm doing.
Okay. All right.
And I will speak in Draconic.
There you go. Roll your persuasion. Or persuasion.
Maybe not too bad.
Or is deception better in this case?
I rather roll persuasion.
Roll persuasion. It's fine.
15.
15.
There you
okay.
go. Not bad.
There you go. Gemini, what do you do?
Oh balls. I'm still in combat.
I'm assuming, Ellie, this is your right?
Hey, that's my full turn.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. How far away is Vince?
You don't know.
All right then.
Well, I mean, you don't know if you've moved, but if he's still in the same spot as he was before, you would say he's about 180, 200 feet away from you.
Okay, I'll look at the skeleton and in Draconic, and I'll stand in a way that only my left side is showing best as possible. And Draconic, I'll say, stand down. And I'll just really try to demean him with my body presence. Just stand down. You don't want to try that. We're here to help you, clearly. And then I'm gonna try to back away the way we came a little bit.
All right. Roll your persuasion as well.
Persuasion.
Or deception. Either way is fine.
Okay. They are the same. Son of a whore. 7.
7. Okay.
Fuck me.
There you go. And you start to back away?
Yep.
All right. The skeleton seems to be focused on pulling out his axe out of the tree. And he does so. And you think for a moment that he because you're kind of backing away, swings at you again, but you're not sure if he just doesn't have the memento to swing at you again, or that he doesn't because he believes you.
Okay.
Anything else?
Just backing up as far as I can. And I will anything else? Nope, that'll be my turn. Just trying to get back, try and meet up with the others, get to some kind of group area.
All right. Farron?
I'll follow along with Vince after hearing that he says that shit has went down, and then the immediate second I hear skeletons, I barrel straight towards it.
All right.
At full 60 feet. I don't think I really can do anything else at the moment, though.
Okay, now, so you two just play catch up and just...
How far away are we, sort of, in general? Do you say it was 180 or something?
Yeah, about 200, 180 feet, yeah.
Couple of turns.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. All
right. So, even though you guys are in different initiatives, you and Vince kind of run up together. Vince, it's your turn. You continue to move upwards, or what do you do?
Yeah, he keeps moving, but he doesn't use his dash just yet. He moves forward another 30 feet, as much as he can. And at that point, can he see anything? Can he see any of them yet? So that's 90 feet he's moved, I think.
Can you see anything yet?
Like any of the skeletons or kobolds or anything?
Roll your perception. Because it is, even though the forest is quite dense, There's a lot of trees have been cut down here, so you might be.
Yeah, so it's 13 plus 4 is
17.
17.
17.
Yeah.
You have the idea that you see one skeleton.
And would it be more
it's
or
at
less?
Least there's something in human shape standing.
And what sort of distance would it be roughly? Would it be more or less than 120 feet?
It's probably a bit more.
Ah, damn. Okay, he will cast. Where am I? He won't cast that because I took that spell off my prepared spell list. Bugger. Okay. No,
Yep.
he will use his dash. He will use his dash
Mhm.
and move as close as he can.
All right, so you move another 30 feet towards them.
Why did I take that off? Fucking
Yep.
There you go. The skeletons are, and you see another skeletal kind of is moving towards where the interaction has been with Ali and Gemini, and you see the skeleton that was already there, kind of looking at you, Ali, and it raises its axe and kind of places it down on the ground. As the other kind of, and then turns around and starts walking away.
Sorry. I just can't
Nicely
believe
done.
this actually worked.
Yeah. Mhm. I'm very happy it did.
I'm sorry.
Might
I just
might
need
want to
stop
tell the
laughing.
other two.
So I guess it's my turn.
Yeah.
Okay. I will in Draconic say, "Yeah, you stand there," and then I will walk towards Gemini. Like, I totally belong here, and because I look like a kobold, I'm not really afraid of the other guy seeing me either. So I
Mhm.
probably don't move as quietly, but
Yeah.
more like, nope. This is me, and I will also like look
Yep.
down at my hands and go like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so you kind of move towards Gemini.
Fist bumps.
Yeah. Yeah. As you do, you commotion coming from pretty much the open field that you're relatively close.
Okay. Can I investigate?
Yeah, you still have a bit of your turn, so you kind of move a bit closer to the opening, and as you kind of from the last tree kind of look into the clearing, you see at least Vince, maybe even kind of running just to the edge of the clearing, and you see kind of scraping his jaw. He's not really making any sound, but
Fuck.
Yeah.
so that's your turn, Ali. That's
Yep.
that's all you could have done. What do you do, Gemini?
How many are in the center area
How many what?
of things?
Things. There are in the you see skeletons,
Mhm.
and 6 kobolds with spears and kind of goom, 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 tapping the ground, and one of them is doing the strange dance. So
Right.
seven kobolds in total.
And they're all around whatever this thing is.
What do you mean, whatever this thing is?
Whatever the ritual is. Are they like around some sort of?
Yeah. The skeletons are kind of like in a semicircle around the kobold, and the kobolds are around guy kobold in the center doing the dance.
And how far away from us is that, give or take?
That is relatively close by. You would say that's about 30, 40 feet.
I'll walk out there, right in front of them, right into the middle of the open, and say, "It's okay. We're here. We're here. You needn't worry. Everything is fine." And I'll just make a big show out of it so everything notices me.
Okay.
I'll get
Many hit
right in
points
front
you
of them.
got?
Yep, not enough.
How close do you move, and to who do you move? To the center of the kobolds, or
like, I guess I want to say about 5-10 feet in front of them. Well, let me think.
because then you would probably move relatively close to one of the skeletons. You would be able. The opening is wide enough between them for you to actually pass through, but you would have to move quickly and not just, "Hey, everybody," and casually walk towards them.
Right then. All right, everybody's too far. Yeah, everybody's too far. All right, never mind. I don't think I'm gonna try to deceive them. Instead, I'm just gonna. Let's see here. What do I have here? How far away is everybody from me and Ellie?
How far the others away from you?
Yes.
Let's think. Oh, distances is always such a pleasure to me. I would say
Vince is about 90 feet, is he not?
Yeah, he's about 90
feet. And he dashed a bit.
Yeah. Then I'll get within 30 feet of him. Action, bonus action, and that'll be it.
Okay, so you move. You leave Nim behind.
Well, I assume she's gonna follow. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I hope so, because we should all be together. So yeah, I'll get within 30 feet of Vince.
Okay, so you kind of break out of the tree line and just dash over towards Vince.
We have problems.
Have we got 99 problems?
Yes,
All right.
but
Flame ain't one.
and a kobold is at least one.
Farron, you're up.
I'm guessing nothing's within 60 feet.
No.
Well, I don't even think I'm within 60 feet of
if you move a step closer, Vince is within 60 feet of you.
Right, so if I move 60 feet, yeah, I think that's pretty much all I can do anyway, and to catch up to him.
Yeah, if you move 60 feet forward,
you'll be 90 feet away.
They'll be 90 feet away from you.
Yeah, that's okay. Pretty much not really speaking, just barreling towards that direction.
All right.
Excellent.
Very well. So you guys now have a clear view, or at least part of what you see in front of you. You see the 4 skeletons standing there, and these kobolds who are now. You see the outer line is starting to kind of be. I wouldn't say distracted, but they've noticed your presence. So Vince, it's your turn.
Okay, so he'll move another 30 feet to be sort of in line with Gemini at that point.
Okay.
So he'll use his full movement to get a bit closer. Now, here's my issue. Vince isn't aware that they've disengaged, so his first reaction is going to be an attack. Now, that's all well and good, but Ellie still looks like a kobold, doesn't she?
Yeah, but I'm in the tree line. I'm not out in the open.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you would still be
not.
closer, would you not? Would you not be, or would you be off a bit?
Ellie is more to the left.
Okay.
We blinked around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
okay. That is okay. I was sort of
There's like a
the closest
skeleton
one
of
to
kobolds dead in front of you.
Okay, that's okay. The one that's doing the dance in the middle, I take it he's now within, what, he'd be within 60 feet now? Is that? Yeah. Vince casts Flaming Sphere on the dancer.
Okay.
Here we
Just
go.
runs in, she's like, ah! Like a Hyugen.
Hadouken!
How does that work? What does it actually do?
So it creates a 5-foot ball of flame centered on the area that I point to, and anything in it has to make a Dex 13 saving throw.
All right. And What level spell is it?
That is a level 2 spell.
A level 2 spell. All right, roll a d20 for me.
Oh no.
Don't like this.
Do you want me to add anything to it?
Yeah, add your intelligence model.
Thank God for that. 18.
18. All right, there you go. You kind of concentrate your spell, and strangely enough, you have the idea that there's something trying to prevent your spell from taking hold, but your sheer force of will and your sheer force of kind of pushes it through, and you see that it starts to light up. How far is the sphere of?
It's 5 foot.
5 foot. Okay, so you just get to the answer. Yeah.
Yes. So it's 5 foot. He's a 13 saving throw, and it's concentration, so it's persists, and then I can.
Okay.
Fling it
He
up.
gets to roll a what?
Dexterity.
Save?
Yeah, dex save.
Okay. And against difficulty. What's the difficulty?
Oh, 13. Sorry.
13. There we go. Now he makes his saving throw. So
Okay.
does he get damage? You're still or
Let me see.
Half.
Half as much. So
Half
so
as much.
half 2d6. So 5 and 4 is 9. So
4.
4? Yeah.
rounded down, isn't it?
Yeah, you round down. Yeah,
Yeah.
you round
So
down.
4.
All right. So you hear crying out, and you were calling. All right. Then there, and you see the skeletons charge forward, and they all charge towards you, Vince.
I'm not
Bring
just-
it on!
Bring it on! This is like the first time people ignore. It's clear that they're undead, or else they would not have ignored you. As you see, 2 of the skeletons manage to get to you. The other 2 also get to you, but need to use their action to dash because they were a bit further back. But they all gather around you, and the 2 of them attack.
5, 6 feet. Okay. And how far is Ellie and Varen?
They are but so Varen is 30 feet away from you guys, and Ellie is I believe 60 feet away from you guys.
Okay.
There we go.
Say again?
What is your armor class?
13.
13. Okay. I'm
I do have reaction spells, though.
One of them hits you and gets
Exploded.
17.
That would hit, but if I use a reaction, I can block it.
All right, and the other one
Major
hits you on
Shield.
15.
15. Yeah, no, that's it. I've only got one reaction, don't I? So, no.
Doesn't the reaction last, or no? I thought it lasted throughout the turn.
No, it's
Or is it
only
just
one
for one
attack.
hit?
I think it's just one hit, yeah.
Okay.
So I can block one.
So you do, or
Yeah, block one, yeah, with the
Okay,
my shield spell.
all right. So only one of them damage you.
Vince, is it shield?
Yeah.
Yes, shield, like first level abjuration, because that lasts till the end, till the start of your turn.
Let's see. So it does.
I think it puts your armor class up, doesn't it?
It does
Yeah.
+5. Actually, yeah, until the start of my next turn, so neither of them hit.
All right. So they both slam into you, and as you go like, "Gah!" you throw up your shield. Oh no, you of course do it very manly. You ting.
Yep.
Ah!
It poses.
Oh!
Full Hank Hill. Whoa!
Yeah.
It like puts more effort in to make it the shield invisible. So there's just like I am invincible.
As they strike you, the axes stop at a skin, and sparks of fire just come off of it as they both miss you, or well, hit you, but don't do you any damage. Ellie, your turn.
Okay, so I'm about 60 feet away from those guys.
Yeah.
So the skeletons that now are at Vince, which is all of them.
Well, the four that are in the were in the opening, yes.
Yes.
But you can still see one of them who is in the forest, which you actually run into, and he's just standing there and kind of looking towards the opening.
Okay, and there are 7 kobolds in the opening.
Yeah.
Which
6 of them have spears, and one of them is dead.
One is dead.
Well, and now burning.
Dancing. It's dancing.
Dancing. Okay, sorry. So I said dead. I was like, when did it die?
No.
No.
dancing.
Okay, dancing. That makes sense. But those are pretty bunched up close together, right?
No, not that
No?
close together. They're not like extremely far away from each other.
Would you say that they
but-
are like within
15-foot cone.
in a 15-foot cone if I move up a bit?
I wonder.
Yeah, you would probably be able to hit most of them. Yeah, because they have they've created like a certain circle.
Yeah.
It's not too small, but it's also not extremely big, to kind of protect their dancer.
Yeah. I will. Yeah. No, it's happening. So I'm gonna saunter up to them. Like I have something important to tell them. Look, actually, I will part of a movement like drop my backpack. That's gonna totally give me away. And then I will like move me purpose up to them. Like I have something important to tell you guys, and I will look like that. And as I get super close to them, so I will like get most of them with my cone. I will put up my hands and I will go. And I will still speak Draconic because I can, and I will say, "Hi," because I completely freeze up and like, shit, I have nothing cool to say, and I'll go, "Hi guys," and I will cast a 2nd level Burning Hands.
All right. As you kind of walk up to them, you see that the ones with the spears have kind of stopped tapping the ground and are now looking at what the skeletons are doing. And the ones that you are approaching from the side now look at you, and they look a bit like, who the heck is this? But they don't see you as an immediate threat because, well, you look not exactly like them, but you look like their species. And you kind of approach them, and you seem to have a reason to be here, but you just go like, hi! And they need to roll saving throws, I'm assuming?
Yes, the Dex 13 savings for all of them that I hit.
Dex 13, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Dang, that's the lowest rolls for me.
I'm gonna roll my 4d6 as well.
Yeah.
The dancing one's still in my big ball of fire, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yes, he's on fire. The rest, everybody's on fire.
We know nothing but fire. Our entire group, just fire and blades. That's it. Oh, except for acid breath over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have one cantrip that is not fire-related attack, but looking at it, I'm going, Vince will never use it. It's just not him.
Yeah. I purposely didn't pick the fire attacks.
Yeah.
Good job. Might be needed.
You'll be needed whenever the dragon comes along. Just be like, this is our guy. He's the one.
And Varen fights now.
This is my moment.
Cheerleaders on the side.
How much damage do you do, Nim?
13.
13. Okay, so you see these kobolds all start to ignite, and they call out, and you see 6 of them fall to the ground dead.
Okay, the guy that's still standing takes 6 points of damage then.
Okay. as you see the dancer kind of, he stopped dancing meanwhile, and he looks. You dirty bitch! He says in Draconic.
Well, that's rude.
And
Oh, he's
I
gonna
will
get a
go.
fireball to the face.
Oh,
My bad.
Gemma.
is he still alive?
Yeah, the dancer is still alive. You. By the way, you see in front of you. You see Vince surrounded by skeletons.
Not my
Like,
problem.
There are 4 skeletons around.
It's fine. I got this. I got this.
Okay. Damn, I want to kill that guy. Okay, so there's 4 skeletons around Vince.
Yeah.
Right then. I will. And how far is Ellie from me? And the
About
dancing
60 feet. I would say now probably closer to 70 feet.
70 feet.
Yeah.
Still.
Because she moved
Okay.
kind of up to them and yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I will. I'll move 10. Okay, so how are things situated? So there's me, Vince, 4 skeletons, and then Ellie's over further, right?
Yeah. Ellie is like she's about 5 feet away from the dancing kobold. Maybe 10, 7 or so, just relatively close to the dancing kobold. Vince is almost next to you. If it weren't for the skeletons surrounding him, and Varen is about 30 feet back.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move about 10 feet behind the skeletons so that they are, or 15 feet behind them, whatever, basically move as far behind them as possible so that they are at the max range of 15 feet. That way Vince is not, and I'm closer to Ellie. Does this make sense? Get between Ellie and the skeletons where they are at about max range of 15 feet.
Maximum range of 15 feet between you and the skeleton.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's easily doable. So you move 15 feet towards Ellie, which is pretty much in a straight line towards between you and the skeleton.
Then I will cast Thunder Wave. Wave of Thunder is 4 sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from me must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, they take 2d8 thunder damage and push 10 feet away, which means they'll also be pushed away from Vince.
Okay.
Or into him.
Or into him, whatever.
It's okay.
So,
He has extra AC.
seeing as they surrounded him, you would probably hit 2 skeletons with it.
Okay. And they're, I think it's a con 13. Let me make sure. Constitution 13.
As I get knocked back, I feel a strength saving throw coming on here.
Yeah.
13. There we go. Oof. They both make it.
Okay, they're going to take half damage anyways. That's 10, so it's 5. They each take 5.
Each take 5. They rattle.
All right.
Wait, sorry. I'm sorry. What type of damage is this?
Thunder.
Thunder damage. Okay, sorry. There you go.
Then, now that I'm 15 feet closer to Ellie, I'm at 55 feet away from her, right?
Yeah.
Because I was at 70. Okay. Now, because she didn't get one last time, she's going to get some Bardic Inspiration.
Woohoo!
And because I felt bad that you didn't get one last time, I'm going to let you choose. Would you like the longer or shorter?
Oh, you have time for the longer one, right?
It's up to you.
Let's take the
How
long
long is the
one.
long?
Let's take the long
It's not that, maybe a minute.
Whoa.
Maybe. Yeah, it's I've been working on stuff, all right?
Yeah, sure, let's go.
Inspired.
Let's do the long one.
All right. The cadence on this might be a little bit off, but I'm going to give it a shot. Ellie came in and she burned them red-handed, killing all the orcs outdoors. Picture this, we were all so scattered and our gnome was prone on the floor. How could I forget that she had mastered sorcery? All this time I didn't know she could kill so effectively. How they gonna let the orcs up inside the village? They let them come in and they plunder and they pillage. They better watch their back because we got a little killer. You best not run in unless you're gonna burn your skin off. To be an orc slayer, gotta know how to slay. If they come at night, then you brighten it like day. Set them all on fire till they try to run away. But they done fucked up because there is no escape. Dun dun dun. But she caught him in the courtyard. It was Ali. Lit him up till the orcs charred. It was Ali. Surprised them with their mystic power. It was Ali. She gave the orcs a fire shower. It was Ali. Asked about the patch on my shoulder. It was Ali. Didn't like what I told her. It was Ali. She made a motherfucking spyglass. It was Ali. And then she whipped a bunch of orc ass. Dun dun. Ellie came in and she burned them red-handed, killing all the orcs outdoors. Just repeat.
Oh, fucking amazing!
Very good, very good.
Oh, you won the internet. Well done. Congrats.
God. So does that give me one inspiration?
Yes,
Or
Alright.
does it
1d6.
work? 1d6.
You get 1d6. You can add it to a saving throw, an attack roll, or something else.
Billy checks as well.
Billy check. Yeah.
And you know what? Because it was such an awesome Ellie inspiration song,
Mhm.
I'm going to give the three of you that didn't get inspiration from this song inspiration as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
What a guy.
What a guy. Good
And
GM.
that will be Gemini's turn.
All right.
Goodness.
So,
I think he did enough.
Varen, your turn.
Right. I'm confused to where I am at the moment. Am I between Vince and Gemini and the circle? Or
No,
am I behind them?
you are the one furthest away from everyone.
Right,
So
okay.
the closest by is Vince and the four skeletons surrounding him.
Right. Can I see the giant ball of fire from here?
The giant ball of fire. Oh, you mean from the Nim?
No,
Or the
the
elite.
the sphere of. Did you use?
Oh
the
yeah,
sphere of
Vince.
yeah,
Vince's
it's-
flaming sphere.
Yeah, you can see that's still burning. Yeah.
And from this point, I can sort of see general purpose of a circle, a giant ball of fire in the middle of it, which I would assume there was someone in the center of.
Still is. Just he's getting crispy.
So Vince is about 30 feet from me, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I will move up into sort of a flanking position to one of the skeletons, and I'm going to go to town on them.
All right. You can together with Vince, you can flank one of them. So, and that's from the other side. So these are the ones.
Right. Let's see what I will do. I think I'll just go for a normal one, actually. Right. I'll just attack the first skeleton I see
Alright.
with my battle axe.
There we go.
That will be actually not great. That's a 10.
A 10. You slam it and it just it hits on its shoulder, but it kind of ricochets off.
Okay.
Did you not say you took up a flanking position? Does that not give you advantage?
Yeah, it does.
Wouldn't it? Yeah. All right. I'll throw it again.
Oh, you didn't roll with
No,
advantage?
that doesn't matter. Nope, didn't help.
Unfortunate.
I tried. I tried. That's all I can do.
Yeah, good try.
Let's see. Bonus. Nothing great at the moment. I can actually. That's a good idea. I'll take a look at Vince, knowing that he's being barreled in by skeletons, and cast Shield of Faith on him as a bonus
Alright.
action.
What does that give me?
That gives you
I think plus 2
Plus
armor
2.
class, right?
plus
Plus
2
2?
for
Plus two.
for
Cool.
10 minutes.
Nice.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
All right. So, Vince.
Vince will use his bonus action to lift the flaming sphere up and smash it back down on the dancing guy.
Okay.
And so that's 2d6 and a dex 13 saving throw.
He makes a saving throw.
That is 5, so 2.
Okay.
Wasn't really worth it, was it? Jeez.
Hey, damage is damage.
Yes. And the skeletons are sort of surrounding Vince, aren't they?
Yeah. They're actually in kind of like an X surrounding you, so they're all flanking you.
Oh, in an X? Oh, right. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Okay.
Oh.
So Vince will shit himself. And
Yeah, it's scary. There's like these flesh hanging from their bones, like ready to attack you.
would Vince know whether that dancing guy is the one who summoned these things? Like, could he tell anything from the ritual?
Roll your Arcana.
Good question.
It's a 9.
9.
9?
No.
9.
No.
9. See what you did there.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay. Well, in that case, yeah, burning hands. Would I be able to get 2 of them in the?
Let's see, they're quite even out, so, and it starts quite narrow. Your burning hand.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cone, so it starts going
Yeah.
out. So it depends how far away.
No,
From the area.
they are make sure they're flanking you. So you could hit Varen with it as well. Just
Yeah.
I mean,
Here's
there
an
are.
option.
yeah,
Yeah.
Me
pros
and
and
the
cons,
skeleton, you know,
yeah.
and that skeleton will get disadvantage, you know.
yeah.
Do you know what? Do you know what
Take a
he's going
revenge
to
for
do?
Ted.
Do you know what he's going to do? Vince is just going to fuck a firebolt at the dancing guy.
You know, fuck a fire.
Right. He's going to fuck
Yeah,
No,
alright,
he's
yeah.
going to throw a firebolt at him.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Vince would be under the impression that the dancing guy in the magic circle might have something to do with the things, maybe. So, kill the big guy. Or wee guy,
Yeah, he's small.
as it were. Yeah. Yeah, I can soak up another attack, I think. Yeah,
Plus you
firebolt.
have it.
Firebolt.
You'd be
Yeah.
fine.
Okay. Roll your attack.
That is 18.
18. That's hits.
That's
Come on.
1d10. That is a 6.
A 6. Okay. You see your bolt of fire kind of flying over these skeletons, and Ellie, you kind of feel like this magical energy just passing you, and it hits the kobold, and you see that he's badly burnt, but he seems to have his mind fixed on something, and he just doesn't give up.
Yeah, if he's concentrating on a spell, should he not make a concentration check, seeing as he's taking damage?
All right, the skeletons attack Vince.
I tried.
So, first attack is a 16.
A 16 does hit, but he'll shield again. Yeah, he'll just sort of put his staff down and go, you shall not hit me.
Okay, there you go. So that lasts the entire.
The next attack, so I'm... what does it do? It gives me +5, so that's 18 + 2, 19, 20 AC.
Nice.
Fucking come at me, bro.
All right. The other one just shots at you and it scans off your magical protection. Another one also does not get through the magic. And the last one, natural 20.
Oh, that's gonna sting.
He hits, so that's 12 points of damage.
Ouch.
That got hard.
No.
So
no.
that's
The
that'll
axes are
be-
sharper than we thought.
yeah, jeez.
Yeah,
So that's
sure.
that's me down to 9. I
That's,
think my
that's
math's
a
right.
critical hit, right? So
Yeah, that's gonna sting. It's gonna feel that one in the morning. Can Vince shout out, "Someone kill the fucking mage"?
All right.
I think Ellie's got this.
Yeah, but that's a very valid point.
Ellie, and probably Gemini as well. The other two focused on the skeletons or are kind of blocked by the skeletons. You will notice that this kobold that's standing in this fire and has got another fire bolt against his head. He just plants his hand on the ground, and you see the ground starts to move, and you see hands coming out from the ground, and
Draculage.
barely dead humans start to crawl out. You see at about 10 of these corpses starting to crawl out of the ground. Ellie, your turn.
And how am I in relation to these corpses?
They're not like clustered in one spot. They're spread out. The closest by is about 10 feet away.
Okay, so I am gonna.
And you see, by the way, the kobold has run away. He's gone into the forest.
How far did he get?
He got 30 feet into the forest.
Oh. I am. If he only got 30 feet, I'm gonna chuck something at him. Yeah, that's what she would do. So as he runs away, I will turn around and I will point at him and I will yell, "Stop!" And I will cast Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Stop! You violated the law.
Freeze!
Because, freeze, basically. But I will yell, "Stop." Same effect. Oof, yeah, that's an 8. Can I use the inspiration to roll with advantage?
Yeah. Well.
No, wait, that doesn't work.
That's
Well,
so it does.
You got inspiration from Gemini. So your inspiration, you add a dice. The others.
Okay, so I get to roll a d6 and add the score to this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, roll.
Wait.
Good.
Her inspiration, she adds a dice. The other one's what?
You roll with advantage. You can choose to roll with advantage one time.
That's the DM inspiration.
I like it.
Or give disadvantage to somebody else.
Sweet. +6. So 8 + 6, that's 14.
There you go.
There you go. So you and this truck of it almost misses, but as you hear this wonderful song that Gemini sung for you, just it kind of curves the ray of frost and it just hits the kobold in the back.
And he takes 3 points of damage and has his speed reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Okay, there you go. He's still standing. Gemini.
How far away is he from me?
He was, I believe, 55 feet away, right?
Allie was 55 feet away. I don't know how far he was.
He was then about close to 60, 62 feet away from you. So now plus 30.
Has the kobold had a turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just...
I forgot to say. If he starts his turn in the sphere,
he
take another
takes
dex.
Oh, then roll another damage for him because he started his turn there.
Yeah, that's true.
That is 7. And a dex saving throw, though.
Okay.
So he can resist it if need be.
Okay, then let me roll. Yep, he makes it.
Yeah, so what's that?
3.
3
more damage.
Okay. So so the kobold has run he would now be at say 92 feet away from you.
Do I have anything? I don't think I have anything that goes nearly that far. Okay, well, that's gonna have to not be my problem. Can somebody have Bardic and DM inspiration at the same time?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I think Vince might need it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to flank one of the skeletons that are on Vince. Get up behind it.
Yeah, easy
Which
done.
gives me it gives me advantage because I'm a rogue. Awesome. And I'll take out the rapier and I'll just get a good swing at him for my action.
Excellent.
So let's see if this hits. And that went out. Let's see here. There we go. Oh, thank God. Okay, cool. That's good. What's my modifier to hit? Let's find out. Oh, that's a 22.
22, you hit it.
Yep.
Stab it. You pretty much go to the most solid space, so you stab it in.
Okay, and then I will. What is it? It's 1d8, but because I have advantage, it's also
You get
sneak attack.
attack. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 1d8 and 1d6. 8 plus 2 is 10.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, did you get? Was the 2 for your sneak attack?
No, that's my proficiency.
Oh, so you already add the D8
Yeah, I
and
got
the D6. Okay.
3, a 5, and a 2. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it's 10 in total. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How's that skeleton looking? Dead.
Bad. No. Yeah. Well,
he's already dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see that as you kind of stab him in the back of his head, his skull is badly cracked. But the annoying thing about skeletons is they don't really show pain, so
Yeah.
you can't really make out if they're like worse for wear or not.
They started worse for wear.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty much as worse as they could wear. Okay. For my bonus action, I look over at my buddy Vince, all beat up and hurt, and I can't heal him because I didn't take a healing word. So, but I can give him Bardic Inspiration. Now, this song, it's a bit of a love ballad, a little slow. You may recognize it. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure you will pretty much immediately. So here we go. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Ooh, wah! Dun, 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 dun. Drowning deep in an orc fist. Why is my throat doing that? Can't breathe. That was weird. Maybe the drowning deep in an orc fist orgy. Broken were Varen and Chan. But Gemini was okay. It appeared that things were going poorly, so we all turned to one man. Cause Gemini was busy. It seemed they were having some trouble in dealing with these strangers, eliminating these strangers. Wow! Now the world is a safer place because he opened up the church doors and sprayed flame! Get up, come on, get down with the Vincent! Get up, come on, get down with the Vincent! Get up, come on, get down with the Vincent! Open up those doors and join the orcs in the flame!
Well done. Well done.
Can Vince be headbanging while this is going on? Yeah, well, that
have you guys ever seen this picture where you see, I believe it's this girl who plays like this little tin flute, and she's just crying, and it has a text like your party is being slaughtered, and you're just a part.
Time for this.
So you get inspiration. Awesome. And
Okay.
I believe now
it's like cough medicine.
It's
That's
very
cough medicine.
Baron, you're up.
Varen's up. All right.
Yep.
Let me see. I suppose I will take another swing at the skeleton that's in front of me.
There you go.
That's still an advantage anyway, so. Probably needed. Not rolling well today. That's a 12.
A 12. Oh my god, you you strike it and you break a couple of ribs, but damage.
No damage. Not doing well at all.
Vince is just like, stop trying to hit them and hit them.
This is not working from the looks of it. So I will move slightly closer to Vince, just around the skeleton. And I will... No, actually, I can't do that. I'll just stay there.
So you're no longer flanking him, or you stayed where you are?
No, I'll just stay flanking him because I know I can't.
Okay.
I can't really cast anything else at the moment. So
How far are you from us? You're just on the other side of one of the skeletons, right?
yeah, just on the other side. Yeah,
It's pretty much Varen, skeleton, Vince, skeleton,
me,
Gemini.
Yeah.
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 Got it. Damn,
It's like
Wish
the
my
worst
voice
game
hadn't
of
fucked up.
FTOC.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty much my turn for now. So
All right. So Vince, you're still surrounded by these skeletons out for blood.
Vince is going to use his bonus action again, lift the ball up and smack it down on the kobold.
The kobold has moved
30 feet away.
Oh, 30 feet. That's okay. I should be able to move at that.
Yes.
Question: Has Vince realized that I'm not the other kobold?
That's a good question. You see another kobold there.
He'd be concentrating on the mage.
Totally.
He's,
Okay,
yeah.
good. Yes.
He's let me see.
And also, he saw me singing to one of the kobolds.
Yes.
True.
I think Vince is currently of the opinion that these skeletons are controlled by him, the guy, and if he kills the guy, then he'll kill the skeletons. Yes, I can. I can move that and hit him. So just
Kill the kobold, save the world.
Yeah. Yes. So smash this flaming sphere into the dancing kobold.
Okay, so
I hope he's still dancing.
Because how far is the range of?
I can move it 30 feet, and it's a 5-foot ball, so I can move it from its.
How far is the actual range of the spell?
Good question. 60 feet. I can cast it 60 feet.
Okay.
So you can move it though.
Yeah, I can move it. So in a 60-foot sphere around me. So if he's moved back, I probably won't be able to hit him. But if he's moved either to either side or closer, I should still be able to hit him.
Yeah, he moved back. But I'm actually wondering. I never this question never really came up. If the spell moves out of the range, because you cast it within the range, but then it moves out.
Right. So that's what I was thinking too. I don't know on that one. That's a tough one.
sometimes it does say though. But I don't know.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't specify. It just says that one as a bonus action you can move it.
And
up
then
to...
you can just move it as long as you cast it within the.
I'll take that. I'll not look a gift DM in the mouth.
So you move it. I will, however, ask you to perception because the kobold has moved into the woods and it's Ellie is quite close to it, but you will have trouble seeing it.
Okay. I don't want to set the forest on fire. Can I use my bardic inspiration to get advantage on that roll?
Well, it's not bardic inspiration.
Oh well, sorry, the DM inspiration.
You have bardic as well, but yeah.
No, I'll do that because that was a 1. So I'd like to try that again.
There you go.
That would be.
That's a bit better. That's 17 plus 4. So
there you go. You
21.
see, moving.
You got 20 more.
Yeah. So you move it and you plonk it down on him. He needs to roll for damage. He needs to roll a saving throw.
Yeah, Dex 13.
Does your cold ray do anything for his saving?
I don't think it just does for movement.
Okay.
We'll double check.
So that's an 8, or half
Right.
as much if he succeeds.
Nice.
No, just movement speed.
Just movement speed? Okay. He makes it. Oh, and well, at least you can tell Nim that he looks bad. He is knocking on heaven's door.
Knock, knock, knocking on
Exactly.
heaven's door.
So is he more or less than 120 feet from me now?
He's less than 100.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you have an action left. That's
I
why.
have an action left.
Yeah, you do.
And I think Vince is very much, because I could disengage and retreat, but I think Vince is very much of fucking kill the bastard.
He's gonna cost stuff. No, I'm not gonna say anything. It's not my character.
I need
Yeah.
to think about it because I need to blow my nose. One moment.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
mute it
so-
so
do
you
you
guys
know
don't
what?
have
Do you know
to
what?
share
Yeah,
your-
I'm gonna go for it because I've still got my shield. I can do that once more.
Plus, you have my. Wait. Yeah, you have my inspiration. You have your shield.
I have the shield, the inspiration. I can use your inspiration to make sure I hit him,
Right.
and
That's
I
true.
think that should kill him because it's 1d10. So unless I roll another fucking 1 on the attack roll,
Even then, you still might. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Like,
so
who knows?
Vince is going to gamble.
all right.
Who's
And
got
also,
healing?
you have me and Baron here. Oh,
Who's a healer?
I'm the healer.
both me and Baron. Yeah,
To
me
be
and
fair,
Baron
as long as
both
I'm
can
still alive, I can keep myself alive. I've got a spell, False Life, that I can keep
Oh.
myself ticking.
Although, if you do get out of the way, Varen could maybe take over.
Hi, kitty. Are you back again? Hi. My cat is very social today.
It's up to you.
Bye, cat.
Well, we do have them flanked, so me and Baron.
Yeah, you should be able to take out those two.
Yeah, we should be able to.
And if they're
them
flanked, they
all.
actually get disadvantage on rolls, don't they?
No,
Mhm.
I don't think so. We just get advantage.
No, do they?
No, just advantage to hit them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lovely sound.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
I'm glad
welcome
you kept
back.
that for me.
Playing Kingdom Hearts again. Fucking Dom.
Lovely. Oh, is that how your hair's always slicked back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, they know my secret here.
God damn it.
It's cheaper than gel. Yeah, so Vince is going to firebolt the Cobalt.
All right.
And the Bardic Inspiration is a d6 added to... I don't need it for my attack roll, but can I add it to my damage?
No.
No,
I'll pay.
that's
Oh,
right.
well, that's a 19 plus 5. That's 24.
All right. You hit it, even though it has partial cover.
That yeah, good thing I had the inspiration. I might have needed that.
You still hit
right.
it.
And so that's 1d10. Come on. Kill it. 7.
7.
7.
You strike it.
Dead.
It falls to the ground.
To the skeletons. That's the important bit here.
And the zombies.
And oh Jesus, that's right, zombies. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just as everything that's already dead, does it stop?
Stay
being
that way?
alive? Yeah.
You see the skeletons raise their axes and bring them down once again.
Are
Just
the
gotta go
zombies
ahead.
gone?
No, they still crawl out of the ground.
Shit. Vince cast shield. I'm just going to go ahead and say that now. As a reaction. I think I'm going to need it.
There we go. The first one misses. And the second one gets a 20. What is your
20.
20? Then he hits.
Damn.
So that is 5 points of damage.
Cutting it fine.
I'm okay. He's got this.
14 misses. And 21. So he hits.
Oh. Low roll.
Another 5.
Oh, I'm down.
Oh, you fall to the ground.
Yeah.
Damn.
just as he's going down, Gemini, I blame you.
That's fair.
All right. So, Ellie,
What did you say?
it's your
It's your
turn.
turn.
It's my turn. Okay. So I see the kobold go down. I'm like, yes.
Wait, sorry. Can I interrupt you for one
Yeah.
moment, Ellie? Vince, I completely forgot myself as well. So, but try to remember for yourself that when you get damage, you had a concentration spell up, so you needed to roll concentration check to keep it up and burning.
That's right.
It's okay for now, but in the
Yeah.
future we need to remind ourselves to do that.
No,
Sorry, Ellie, your turn.
No, that's okay. I'm thinking of what I am doing. So
You will notice, by the
Kobold-
way, that Vince has gone down, and these skeletons. All of you will notice that, and this kind of worries you. They don't really seem to go like, "This one's down. Who's next?" No, they're actually making ready to chop again.
No.
uh,
I don't think I have enough D6s.
Dear.
I'm just checking something. No.
Ted might be migrating
Nope.
worlds.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, how far away am I from these skeletons?
From these skeletons, I would say
60 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Because I think I just might be able to.
You notice, by the way, that more zombies, but especially the one that is 10 feet of you, they have now completely crawled out of the ground. So the next turn, they will be able to move and interact.
Okay, that's fine. Fuck that. That's later. Okay, so
Just so you know.
seeing that Vince is down, I'm gonna dig deep inside of me and find some extra power and regain a second level spell slot as I use all my sorcerer points.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will take that power, and in an attempt to save him, I will cast magic missile at second level
Ooh.
at all the four not zombies, the skeletons surrounding him.
There you go.
Because there's still four standing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to roll d4 damage, and I can roll 4 darts then because I'm using it at second level.
Yeah, so you shoot darts, one dart at each of them?
Yep. So
Okay.
I'm gonna. So one takes 4 damage.
Okay. The one that Gemini already stabbed, it crumbles. It just.
Okay, and then a second one also takes 4 damage.
Okay.
One takes 5,
All right.
and one takes 4. The last
Okay.
one.
Very well. They remain standing.
Okay, and then I will use my movement to get closer to all of them.
Okay, so you hurry towards them. Which,
Yeah, and try to
your
beeline
Your movement
around.
speed is 25. Your movement speed is 25, right? Instead of.
Yeah, it's 25 feet.
Okay. Okay.
But try to get a bit closer, but also stay on the edge of the zombies, so I'm not running through the field of zombies.
No. The zombies are more toward. So you're moving away from all the zombies as you move.
Perfect.
All right, Gemini.
I
The
will.
one that was in front of you has crumbled. The other 3 have a shock of magic light. And you see Vince lying on the ground,
Yep,
breathing
yes,
heavily.
All right. Well, I'm gonna need to. For my action, I will cast Cure on Vince.
All right.
It's a
Cure
D8 plus 3, buddy.
Yay.
That's 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that'll bring me up to 7 because I was -1, or does the minus
No,
not?
you
No,
just
there's no
go to
minuses.
0.
It's just
Yeah, just go 0.
Okay.
So you're at 8. Then for my bonus action, we need Varen to start fucking hitting these things. So, guess who's getting bardic inspiration, buddy?
Oh, dear.
You need to make a song for the DM next.
Maybe. I'm gonna do the short one because I did the long one for All right. Oops, you pissed off Baron. He split you apart, spit acid in your face. Ooh, baby, baby, oops, you're covered in blood. Lightning came from above. He's gonna wreck your shit.
Amazing. Yes, amazing.
And then I'll use my movement to get the fuck out.
You move towards Ellie?
Yeah, I move pretty much between Ellie and where I am now.
Okay.
Far out of the range of anything that can...
All right. Farron, your turn.
Noticing that hitting them doesn't seem to work.
By the way, you no longer have advantage. Wait.
Yeah.
Well,
I wouldn't know.
Why not?
But-
Vince is up.
But I
yeah,
do
he's
have...
up, but he's on the ground. But still, on the ground he can still attack, so he's still a danger.
Yeah.
Still get flanking. But
Hitting them with a staff.
Yeah.
The ankles.
It's fine anyway. Knowing that that's not working, he's going to move slightly to the left, not hitting any of his companions, but lining up to the skeletons, and cast his breath weapon.
all
You
right.
just see this old god almighty acid just in a line this time, by the way, in a line
All right.
up to 30 feet. So that is
You can hit 2 of them.
Is a
That's
dex
good.
12, and that's 2d6 of damage.
Oh my god, you're the dinosaur from Jurassic Park. The one with...
Pretty much.
All right.
Yeah. Clever girl.
Yeah.
They both fail.
Actually, that was a velociraptor. Thank you.
Oh, you're right, it was.
That's 5 damage for anyone who didn't fail the save, and half for anyone who did.
All right. There you go. They're both sizzling and covered in, but they're actually both still standing.
Okay.
Vince, I'm assuming that's your turn, right, Varen?
Yes, there isn't really much else I can do at this moment now.
All right, Vince, your turn. You're prone on the ground. What do you do?
Sob quietly to myself. So is it an action or bonus action to stand back up?
It takes half your movement.
Half your movement.
Half movement. Okay, well, I'll get back up.
Okay.
And there are 3 skeletons still standing?
Yeah,
Or 2?
yeah. 2 of them are covered with acid, and they're looking bad and badder. And one of them is to your left.
I'm going to use my action to disengage,
All right.
which is what I should have done in the book in the first place, and get behind Varen, if at all possible, as far as my movement will allow, or potentially head towards Gemini, whichever's most open.
I didn't think it would be important, but Gemini, how much did you move towards L?
I would say about half my movement, about 15 feet back.
Okay, so Vince, you would be able to move to Gemini. Wouldn't be able to get like behind.
Oh, say again, sorry, you cut out there.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
okay, it was-
You are able to move towards Gemini, but you're not able to actually get behind him. You would be able to get behind Varen, but he is pretty much in the thick of it, so they would also be able to move around him.
Yeah, in that case, Gemini.
Okay. So you scramble away and move towards Gemini.
Yeah.
All right.
Limping, going, ow, 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 ow.
You will notice that skeletons, they'll kind of look at you as you leave, and they start to move towards you.
Oh, fuck yous.
Varen, you get an attack of opportunity.
Yep. See, can I use inspiration on a reaction?
It's an attack roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I probably won't need it. We'll see. That's 8 plus 6. That's 14.
14, that hits.
Yep. Yep. That is 9 damage.
9 damage. You bring it down into the skeleton, and it cracks and breaks and falls apart.
Nice.
As the two others just move towards, and because you moved 15 feet, they're able to get to you, and they just again attack you.
Do I still have the +2 from?
Yes.
Yeah,
Shield?
because it's a shield of fate. So
Okay.
they don't. Both of them don't get advantage because they're not flanking you, but they just attack you. The first one does a good job. He gets a 20.
21.
Yeah.
Yep, that'll do it.
All right. That is 7 points of damage.
Down to 1.
God damn it! Leave me alone.
And not that it mattered, but I using my final spell slot, I cast shield. Not that it helped on that first one, but it might help for the last.
All right.
You can decide to choose it or not. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Well,
you
I
can
figured
wait until
I'm-
you hear the roll.
I might need it. Well, all right. Well, I'll wait until I
See
hear
what
it.
the roll is. Or...
Yeah, you. The second one gets hits the ground.
Okay.
Okay. You guys will also notice that the zombies behind all of you, or most of you, are moving towards you.
How many of them are there?
On a quick count, you now count about 7. But Ellie, you will have counted at least 10.
Okay.
Gemini, roll your perception.
Oakley dokley. I believe that's 14, but let me make double sure. Yep, that's 14.
14. Okay. You kind of look at them and kind of make a quick count, but your eye is immediately drawn to something. You see one of them, and like I mentioned before, these are clearly the woodcutters that died here and were either missed or have been buried here. So they're still wearing a bit of clothing and stuff. And one of them has something in his front pocket, and it's something sticking out, and it looks like a letter, and there's a seal on it, and you know that seal very, very well.
Okay. Can I say something? Or no, it's not my turn.
So, Ellie, your turn.
Okay.
You can hear the zombies approaching you. They're not on your doorstep yet, but getting close.
All right. But there's still 2 skeletons fighting Vince, right?
Yeah, there's still 2 skeletons, and they seem to be fixated on.
Okay. I'm gonna cast magic missile at first level.
Okay.
So I'm gonna look at Vince and go like, "Shit, he's still in trouble," and like, basically scream something. I'm still speaking draconic because I totally forgot how to speak normal.
Sorry, you broke up a bit. What did you say?
LA has completely forgotten how to speak common at the moment.
Oh.
She's in kobold form. Kobolds doesn't speak common. It makes sense
Common
to
is a
him.
very difficult language for a kobold mouse to form. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So she's speaking draconic, and she will then move her hand and basically scream something in draconic and shoot magic missiles at the two still standing.
There you go.
And the first one, so one will take 2 hits and one will take the other 2. The other
Okay.
one. Or whatever they need to be hit. So the first does 4 damage.
4 damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Second missile strikes for 5.
It crumbles.
Ooh, nice. And the last one on the last target hits for 6.
6.
Yep.
That one also crumbles.
Sweet. Yes, and I will use
Vince
my...
is just like, why is that kobold helping us?
And I will use
Not
the rest of
complaining.
my movement to get back to like Varin Gemini area. So behind
Okay.
everybody, well, all my movements rather, and go, come on guys, let's go! There's so fucking many zombies!
How many
Like
zombies
10!
are okay, how far are they from?
Let's see. What's the movement speed of a zombie? They are about 50 feet away from you. But they move slowly. You can tell that they're like just crawling forward.
All right.
And the thing is, I still spoke Draconic, so Vince didn't understand me.
Oh, poor brains.
Vince is still going, what the fuck's this kobold doing helping us? What?
Okay.
Where's
go?
Ellie?
Well, I probably don't scream "Let's go" actually, but I will scream that there's 10 fucking zombies, and half try to get behind them because I'm tiny and they're big.
All right, Gemini, your turn.
I'll first off turn to Vince, say, "That Ellie, do not burn that zombie or any other way destroy it." And then I will run 30 feet towards the zombies, and I will cast Mage Hand to try and pick the letter and bring it to me.
All right. Roll a pickpocket.
Sleight of hand?
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to be where I use my inspiration.
There you go.
Come on, please. Cox. Oh, I'm fucked. That's an 8.
An 8. So that you cast a hand in front of you. Can it be close enough for it to immediately actually try to pick it? I think so, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it kind of fumbles at chest, but isn't able to pick it.
I guess as a bonus action, I'll just say, I'm not leaving without that. And that's it.
That's your turn? Okay. Varen.
2 skeletons. Oh, well, all the skeletons are dead.
All the skeletons are destroyed. Yeah.
Right. And as far as I can tell, there's from, say, 5 to 7 up zombies walking in our direction.
Yeah.
I also did scream 10.
Right. Right, so I know there's 10. Well, actually, yeah, I would have understood that.
Yeah.
Still think it's a bit weird that there's a kobold helping us. How many of the kobolds are actually? Yeah. How many of the kobolds are actually left? Are they all dead?
All the kobolds that you see are dead.
Right.
Except me.
Yeah.
Well, except that one that's helping us, apparently.
Ellie has just more or less just burned.
Okay. Right.
There's been a lot of fire. Is any of the forest on fire?
No, not really. It's magical.
Magical
Ooh.
Okay.
fire. Yeah.
Can damage and then it fades out.
Got it.
Right. How far are the zombies from us then?
From you, they're a bit further from you. So they were about 50 feet away from the other three, and you are about 15 feet away from them. So they're about 65 feet away from you.
Right. I will move up to my 30 feet, and they should still be within what I'm trying to do, and then cast a divine sense, and anything within 60 feet of me, within every direction, is either a hallow spell, a celestial fiend, or undead. I'll know how many there is and how far away.
All right. You will notice that within the range of the spell, you notice 12 zombies or 12 undead. You don't know exactly what undead they are, but there are 12 undead creatures there.
Yeah, 12 undead. Right. So that gives me a gist on how many there is. And on the top of that, I will pray to Kellenvor and be like, "You defy Kellenvor's will," and raise the axe, and down comes the thunderous smite. And everyone within 300 feet can hear this lightning hit my axe.
All right.
Ooh.
You raise your axe and you slam it, and it just energy gathers.
And then that's my turn.
All right, Vince. You are bleeding profusely from all kinds of gashes and stuff.
If Vince farts too hard, he dies.
Yeah.
I sort of laid it over like on the stack on it. Ow. Etc. He will cast False Life at 2nd level, which will temporarily give me 1d4 plus 9 back. And I think that lasts for an hour. Yeah, an hour. So guys, you've got to. If I take any damage, I've got an hour till I die. So that's 2, so 10. I get 11 back.
There you go.
And
you see that the two of you around him, you see magical energy starts to fill up parts of the wounds and kind of preventing the bleeding from getting any worse and stuff. It's just kind of keeping him up.
Just like, that stings. Yeah, I think that's all he'll do. I don't think he'll move any closer or further away, because the zombies are about 50 feet, didn't you say?
Yeah.
At this point, yeah, he'll stay where he is.
All right. So the zombies are, and they move to, and they move. That's all they do. So they move about 40 feet closer.
Okay.
And then it's Ellie's turn.
I will look at Gemini and try to see what it was he didn't want to leave without. Do I see the letter? Or get is the letter he talks about?
Is your mage hand?
Hmm?
Your mage hand is visible, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course.
Yeah. So yeah, you see that his mage hand was trying to get something, and you're trying to look, and you can see there's something at least in the pocket, but the mage hand is blocking most of it from you.
Okay. So. And Gemini looks pretty stubborn as staying.
Mm-hmm.
Right. How far away were the zombies from us? They moved 40 feet, so they are about.
They're now 10 feet away from you.
They're 10 feet away.
Yeah, they moved 40 feet, and they were 50 feet away from you. So.
Ooh.
Well, also, I ran 30 feet up, so I could use Mage Hand. So they should. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. And wait a minute. Varen is also closer by, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I completely forgot I thought you guys were huddled together. Then they will have engaged the both of you, but they aren't able to attack.
Okay, fair enough.
So
I was
Gemini
slightly further away, but yeah.
and Varian is kind of in the middle of them.
Varen is pretty much, there are like two zombies now engaged with him. Gemini is closer. There are more zombies. There are like about 4 engaged with him now.
Okay. Mm, could I move 10? I'm doing movement math in my head. It's very tricky because I'm thinking if I maybe could move slightly diagonally and be able to cast a cone at them without hitting Varian and Gemini. But then again, he wants to get something which might be flammable, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm smart enough to not do that, which is a pretty good point. So I am gonna cast. What the fuck am I doing? Not actually knowing what she really needs to do, and she's gonna spend her action and alter self. Is gonna change her appearance, and she's gonna stop looking like a kobold, and instead gain the effect natural weapons. Which means that they're like the fang-like teeth kind of stay, but she regains most of her shape, and she grows claws. So I guess kobolds really already has claws, but the claws kind of stay, and it still looks like she has kind of dragon scale skin. So she has really long claws.
Okay.
And that's her action. And then she will.
Do we move at all?
Yeah, I will move up so I can flank one of the zombies on Varian's side.
All right, but you can, but then you would move like deeper into the zombie wave.
Oh yeah, that's maybe a bad idea. Then I'm not. Is Gemini closer to me?
Gemini
no, Gemini is further away from you.
Okay, then I'm not moving into the zombie waves. I mean, we'll just wait till my next turn trying to get what the fuck is happening and why is Gemini all the way over there.
Okay, so just so we're clear, you're not moving away from 10 feet away from the zombies.
I'm 10 feet away from the zombies. No, I'm not moving.
Okay.
Or if I can, I will move it between. Actually, I will move so I stand in front of Vince.
Okay. There you go.
Kind of like, no, stay off my wizard.
Very well. Gemini, your turn.
How far away is the zombie in which I am after?
It's probably 10 feet away from you.
That zombie and the others all flanking me or whatever. Where are they situated? How far?
What do you mean? How far?
The ones that are closest to me. Like how are the zombies
engaged with you? So you would have to disengage.
Yeah. How many are there?
4.
Okay. Is there a way that an angle in which I can turn, hit as many zombies as possible without hitting that zombie in a cone?
You're pretty much in the middle of it. So, yeah, you could probably hit a couple in a cone without hitting the one that you don't want to hit. You could probably hit around 4.
Let's do it. Yep. Dragon breath time. So that is a Dex 12 save, really, on their part. And for me, I'm rolling 2d6.
They all fail.
And that's 7 to everything.
All right.
And
you see a couple of them burning and...
Okay. Then a couple of them are burning. And there's 4 engaged with me?
Yeah. Yeah, one of them that you hit is the one. The others are behind that guy.
I'll what do I do? I'll try to run. Is there a way that I can run closer to the zombie that I'm after?
Yeah, definitely. The thing is, however, you would get attacks of opportunity.
They're gonna attack me anyways. Doesn't matter. Might as well take the attacks of opportunity. So, let's see here. I'm trying to think about how to word this. Is there a way to move closer to him without being engaged with any other zombies? Like, can I run out and flank around, something like that?
There is, though, because he's the one that you're after, of Kurtz. You would, however, move away from the four that are flanking you or are enclosing you, and you would have to pass one other. So you would also get into close range with that one, and you have to move onwards. But then you would be able to kind of not be engaged with the one that you're after, but closest to him.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So you will get 5 attacks on you.
Yes, I will.
There you go.
What's your hit points like?
I might be able to take it.
There you go. The first is 13.
Nope. 13 does not hit.
You guys all froze.
It should be better now. There was some
Oh, yeah.
lag.
I think you're right.
Right.
Gemini?
Yes.
What's up? 13. Does it hit you?
No.
Okay. There we go. So the first 2 attack you and they miss. The second 2 attack 13, so they miss again. So the 4 surrounding you, they miss, and they don't do you any damage. Just for a reference, I'm not giving them advantage because you pretty much immediately move away. So I don't know. I might officially give them an advantage, but they don't get advantage because they're no longer really flanking you. Okay. So there's only one left that attacks you, and that is a natural 19 plus 3, so that's 21.
Doesn't hit. No, yeah,
misses, right? Okay.
It's all of them missed you, bar one.
Yeah.
Gemini got that strupnation.
Doves.
They're just doves.
Vince is just seeing these doves just fly out. What's he doing?
He slams against you, and you get 6 points of damage.
Okay, 6 points. Yeah, and I'll just make my way to the position in which is best for the thing we spoke of.
Yep. All right. Varen, that's your turn, right?
Unless I can use Mage Hand as a bonus action, which I don't think I can. Let me find out. Use your action to control a hand. Nope. Yep, okay. That's it.
Varen, your turn.
Just quick though, I have a dilemma.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I have a dilemma. I'm supposed to be heading off here for work, so are you wanting to continue on?
No, yeah, sorry, I totally lost track of time. I'm sorry.
It's up to you if you want to continue on. If you want to continue on, I can let you continue on for Varen, Rogier.
No, that's not fun. We should pause here and then pick it up next time.
Yep. Just remember, it was at my turn. Gemini just got his ass kicked, and
Gemini dodged.
No. Vince got his ass kicked. Yeah, I mean, I had an AC of 21, and I was still getting battered.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, sorry, Varen.
No,
keep track of time. Well, good that you mentioned. Okay, then we'll call it quits here, and pick up next week.
Yeah, we will continue the fight then, and we will make sure to try to remember exactly where we break off.
I'll listen to the podcast again before.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
has been
me
a
too.
pretty long fight when you think about it.
Yeah,
actually.
it has.
Yeah.
Good fight though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
nice to be back
Just
in.
you wait. I've got one spell slot left in full face.
Mhm.
Only
Oh,
one.
they're
not
gonna
gonna
get
be-
it. They're gonna get it. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well, to be fair, big horde of zombies, lots of fire.
Mhm.
It's what Vince was made for.
but nice guys.
Yes, yes.
We will break it off and continue next week.
Mhm.
Thank you all
Alright.
for watching, and thank you all for following us if you have followed us. And just a reminder, if you want to know when we go live, also for extra activities that we do sometimes, like extra streams, when we play games, where we do some extra campaign-related stuff, or when we do the one-shots, sign up to a Twitter, follow us on Twitter, and keep out for any messages there, because we do try to post it there when we go live.
Yep.
And see you next time, hopefully at my one shot.
Yeah. Thanks
When we
everyone.
finish that up.
Yep.
Thanks everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.